Okay. I decided to bring a handful of pictures for you all today as a visual aid because I felt that it was important to put more faces to a cause that is very near and dear to me. The people that you see in those pictures are campers that I've had, counselors, friends, a combination thereof. And I've already told you that 1 in 26 people will develop epilepsy at some point in their lives. But did you know that according to Cynthia Harden et al. With the National Library of Medicine and National Institute of Health, that there is a 0.02% chance that a child could actually pass away because of a seizure? And if we were to take a minute and talk about adults as well, their chances skyrocket to 0.12%. Now, these may seem like small numbers, but considering the population of the USA, those are thousands of lives at stake every single day. First, I will discuss the scope of this problem. Second, I'll propose a number of solutions that could drastically change these statistics. And finally, I will show you how the epilepsy community could benefit from you taking a few minutes out of your day and making these changes. Even with the medical advancements being made every single day, there's still room for improvement in the lives of folks that live with epilepsy, such as myself, our family, our friends, and so on. For example, medication side effects can be embarrassing, debilitating. Surgery scars are a permanent reminder of a chronic condition that at the moment has no cure. According to Susanna Herculano-Hazel et al. With the National Institute of Health, we have approximately 100 billion neurons that make up our brain. And during surgery, there's no way that they can just take out one neuron, which is all that it can take to create a seizure core. They're taking out hundreds of thousands at a time. Sorry. Now, what does this mean for research? Well, it means that potentially you have the possibility of someone forgetting how to eat or talk with one slip of the scalpel. I don't know about you, but those are not risks that I would want to take, just saying. Now, how can you help? If we were to donate time and money towards epilepsy research, we can drastically change these statistics, as I've already told you. We can send more kids and adults to camp. We can help fund organizations that do tireless research that can change and save lives. Now, when I say donate money, I don't mean you need to be over here slamming $500 down. I don't know about you, but I don't have that kind of money, right? So one way that I always make sure that I have something on me is to hoard baggies full of pennies, because let's be honest, they're useless on their own, and this repurposes them in some form or fashion that is useful. Damn. I mean, by doing our part, we can help send more kids to camp, help fund research to answer questions such as, why is it that for 1/3 of cases, there is no known cause for our seizures? Epilepsy is scary, epilepsy is hidden, but Christopher Wersham stated that 2/3 of cases of epilepsy are controllable using medications, surgery, certain diets such as the ketogenic diet, and others. The people that you see in those photos are fighting towards a better future. One where everyone can drive when they're 16, one where if people are at a party and they're of legal age, can drink without worrying about the repercussions. And most importantly, a thing where sudden unexpected death of epilepsy is a thing of the past. However, funding towards camps like the ones you see in those pictures are dwindling. Using one of those camps as an example, 2 cabins have recently shut down, whether it be because not enough people are applying or they don't have the money, considering that it takes $1,000 to send people to camp for 1 week. Using that camp as an example, at least $30,000 have gone down the drain over the course of the years that I've been at camp. And that's just at camp. That's not considering research facilities or anything on a broader scale. If no action is taken, these kids or adults won't have access to the resources that they, or maybe even you someday, may need. Knowing all of this, how can you help? Step 1 is research. Now, whether it be a Q&A with me or taking the time out of your day to read a short list of epilepsy myths being debunked. For example, it is physically impossible to swallow your tongue. I know I've mentioned this before, but it's important. According to Jeremy Egnall Jr. et al. With Medlake.com, terminology is also rapidly changing, so it's important that we do our part to keep up. 2, get comfortable with epilepsy first aid. If you remember from my last speech, most of your job is just to hang tight with the person until they regain consciousness. 3, if you have spare time or change, please consider donating to the Epilepsy Foundation of Texas at EFTX.org. Your time and money could and will change and save lives. Thank you.